So why would one need to release their body or release their bodies of anything? What's the reason behind that? So releasing allows you to let go of what no longer serves you and creates space within the body. So currently we could be very congested, very blocked in certain parts of the body, whether it's emotions, trauma, even food. The wrong foods that we eat cause blockages, pollution causes blockages. This environment that we live in creates so many blocks within the body that it is quite unnatural if you are sitting and you don't do any practice to release the blocks and you don't have any blocks. It's almost not possible to not have any blocks in the body. So each of us have specific and very different levels of blockages in the body that we need to release. And once we have released it, we create space. And with space comes new opportunities, clarity, freedom, new realizations. The space is just such a beautiful element to have as a foundation, and that is why release is so important to come first, because you can never build on something that is already full of blockages and stagnant and not free flowing. And on the topic of that stagnant is part of this episode of release is touching on the element of water and very much connecting to the element of water in many ways. And if you think of water, when it is stagnant, it can accumulate diseases and impurities and just this ugly, not so beautiful water body. Whereas if your water is flowing, like a river or a stream or a waterfall, the water, you'll put your hands under it and it's the purest, most beautiful water that is just so incredibly vibrant and full of life and energy. And that is what we want to do. We want to transform our bodies into water that is free flowing and not stagnant. And this will re-energize you, bring you new life, new excitement and purpose. And this is just the first step to this 5-part journey, which is very, very exciting. And when you are connecting to your body and releasing your body, you really become way more in tune and aware of yourself and in sync with your body as well. A lot of the times we live our whole lives and we never tapping into our emotions, how we feel. We're almost numb to life. And by tapping into this release aspect, you become aware of things that you may never have been aware of before. And you also really begin to embrace your intuitive nature. Your intuition rises, your mind silences, and your body is receptive and more sensitive to feel. And energy is the energy of everything is all around us, and it's giving us messages constantly. But when we are so stuck in the mind and stuck in our congested bodies, we can't hear or see or feel any messages around us. So our intuition is completely blocked. And through this release, you are opening that intuition and seeing things with a new perspective. When you release, you connect much more easily with those around you, and you can almost experience what they are going through or witness what they are going through on a much deeper level. You may not want to experience what they are going through, but you can definitely see things from this new perspective, and you find yourself in a much more calm and content place with who you are, and you are not so rejecting of your truth and who you are. You start to embrace it and love it for what it is. And you begin to open yourself to all the things that you truly want in life. And this freedom allows you to really experience this life on a deep, deep, deep level. So, how to tell if you need to release? What are the signs that you may need to release your body? Firstly, it's if you find yourself very stuck in your mind. So, if you are constantly thinking and overthinking and having these spiraling thoughts and not really feeling inspired to move your body, take action, go for the thing that you are constantly thinking about, it almost spirals out of control, and then your energy is so depleted, you're probably exhausted and uninspired, and you just find yourself very stuck in the mind. And that is one very big sign that you need to release. Another sign is if you are struggling with your emotions, if you are emotionally unstable or struggling with emotions that are constantly changing, you're feeling emotionally wounded. And emotions are very linked to our sense of well-being. So if we are not listening into, or if we are not listening to our emotions, our well-being is not taken care of. You're feeling very heavy and stuck. You are feeling like, or you are experiencing that you are getting sick very easily. And you find yourself stuck in a low vibrational way of feeling and thinking as well. So your thoughts are very root based, survival based, pleasure based, not really focusing on inspiration and your impact on the world and your higher potential and your creative excitement and energy to do things differently, do things with purpose and passion, but you feeling very stuck in a place of simply surviving and uh, pleasure seeking and possibly more I-centered rather than we-centered way of being. And you'll also find that you very stuck or struggling to connect with your spiritual side as well. So your creative side and your spiritual side. So you may be questioning a lot or not questioning anything, not really interested even. You find yourself easily affected by others, and you are constantly being defined by what they think you are or believe that you are. And this almost creates your emotions to spiral as well and move with the wind. So if you're not getting that external acknowledgement, then you find yourself unworthy, and this is a big sign that you need to release a lot of negative limiting beliefs that you are holding. And even if you are feeling depressed or feeling a lot of anxiety, or if you feel like you are really letting yourself go, almost like disconnecting from yourself, you want to like let yourself go. You don't really want to do much for yourself, you're feeling uninspired. There is a big difference between letting yourself go and letting go. So what we want to do is let go. We want to let go of the things that aren't serving us. But letting yourself go is completely banishing yourself or being so disrespectful and almost rejecting yourself, whereas we want to embrace ourselves. And it's this mind shift that I want you to have, is this mind shift of rejecting yourself to embracing yourself. That's going to be the huge shift for you. You'll also find that if you need to release, if you have a lot to release, you will be struggling to be open-minded or curious about life, you are stuck in your ways and quite routine focused and routine orientated, but not with passion and excitement, more with this is your routine and that's how it's been for so many years and that's how you are. And that's almost the space that you need to come to and ask yourself, is that truly what you want and what you feel you deserve for yourself? And is this comfort zone that you are stuck in serving you? Is the relationship that you are in serving you? Is the job that you are in serving you? it might be serving those around you, but ultimately you need to make a decision. You are so important. Once you become the first priority, and you are looking after yourself and paying attention to your needs and wants, then everyone around you will naturally be inspired and evolve around that. But if you think very little of yourself and don't expect much of yourself, how do you expect other people to do that for you? This needs to come from you first. And you might have misconceptions about it. Like if you really look within yourself or choose yourself over your family, it's showing that you are selfish, or that you aren't worried about them, and whether it's for money or whatever it is for security. You need to have that open discussion with your people and your tribe, and you need to tell them that you need to make the shift for you. And it's so important, because once you make that shift for you, everything will naturally flow and work, and you just need to have that faith that everything is going to work out exactly how it is meant to. And that only works when you decide to take that first step. That first step is the most important thing to take. So those are all the attributes that show that you may need to release. And you'll see I've included a series of different ways that you can release. There is a meditation to release, there is a yoga practice to release, and there's a creative journaling, self discovery worksheet that you can work with and tap into in order for you to look at things in a different perspective and start this journey of rediscovering the true you. So, the release process that we are going on in this day one or part one, the process starts with number one, first identifying the block or the stored energy or the emotion or the experience or the thing that you feel is blocking you from moving forward. So identifying what that is, writing it down, reflecting on it, seeing it exactly for what it is. And then the second step is to see it, but not just see it in a judgmental way, but see it with so much love and acceptance. This thing has been with you for how long, and you just need to see it with this, as if you are like seeing a little child struggling, and you like have so much sympathy for that little one that is really struggling with something, and you want to help it. You are tapping into your inner child right now, and you need to see that inner child with so much love and acceptance, and that it's okay, and that it's safe, and that it can express itself, and that it can be seen for what it is, no matter how deep or hurtful or extreme this block is. In order for it to be released, it needs to first be accepted and seen and loved exactly how it is right now. And then the third part is to use different techniques that I've provided, or any of your own techniques that you may want to incorporate together with this. And you almost begin to unravel it or work through it, but with so much patience and sensitivity and sacredness. This patience and sensitivity and sacredness are like the main ingredients when it comes to unraveling these very, very, very delicate things that you are working with and witnessing. So make sure you've got those three ingredients, and keep reminding yourself, because you can easily forget that patience and taking good care and sacredness of it and loving it so much as you work through it. That is what is going to be the energizing force that is going to get you through it. As soon as you start hating it and rushing it and being angry at it, your inner child will just store it deeper and deeper within your body. As it was just coming to the surface, it's just going to go right back into your body and probably cause even more havoc than what it did when you began. So just keep that in mind, that that is essential for this release process. And then the fourth and final step of this release process is to trust. Trust the process. Like, trust that everything is going to work out for the best and everything happens for a reason. And trust that it's okay if you're going in and out of good habits and bad habits, as this journey will bring you to realize your bad habits that you are currently in and the ones that you aspire to have to work towards a better you. And if you find yourself going in and out of these habits, that is okay. You are trying your very best, and allow yourself to try your very best, but also to love yourself if you don't feel like you do your ultimate best. And also, if you find yourself withdrawing from certain people, so if you need more alone time, you need more reflection time, you need to stop connecting with certain people that aren't good for your own well-being and your transformation process and your growth. And maybe you will tell them later when you are a bit stronger in this development of uncovering things and releasing things. But as for this beginning phase where things are quite rocky and unfamiliar and sensitive, it is always a good idea to just withdraw, surround yourself with those people that really have your back and really inspire you, encourage you to just be your ultimate you. And if you have nobody like that, you have me now. So I'm here for you, and you just reach out to me and I will definitely be there to support you on your journey. I may not be a psychologist or anything fancy. I am a qualified yoga instructor with my 500 hours teacher training, and I have a lot of creative graphic design and advertising experience, and I've got a lot of insights that I hold within my body and that I've experienced over the years. And I don't want you to come to me for professional experience, expert advice, but I'm here for you no matter what. I am here, and I want you to know that you are safe and you are protected and you have got this. You definitely have got this. So another thing you'll also realize on this journey, which I have mentioned already, is that you will question a lot of things. So a lot of things will come up and you will have many different questions about it, many different ideas, judgments, and witness this experience unfold. Know that it's normal to have all these questions, and know that you don't need to answer all of them right now or ever. Sometimes questions you just have to allow and enjoy them to be those unknown things that you just so in awe of as the mystic that it is, and just experience that magic of it. And part of trusting the process is journaling, sitting with it, experience this emotion, tap into it deeper and deeper, and find the root cause of why you feel a specific emotion. A lot of emotions we feel are often triggers from our childhood experiences, things people have done or said to us, things we've seen on the media. There's so many ways that we could have created an idea that has stuck with us and even scarred us our entire lives. And we want to reopen that wound, see it, release it, and then start healing that scar with so much love and care. And yes, it's taught us a lot. We've become very strong, but there's also a space where we need to release our strength and this idea of constantly being strong and closed off and hard and masculine. And every single one of us has both masculine and feminine attributes in us. And even if you are a male, you also have feminine aspects where you need to be nurtured, you need to be cared for and loved, and you need to be seen, and you're allowed to cry and be sensitive and deal with these things through that process. And know that it's okay. Whatever you have to do, it is completely, completely okay. See this as a creative and curious opportunity to simply just learn more about yourself. There is no right or wrong, there is no good or bad, there is just you, perfect you, with all your imperfections, just like me. And together on this journey, we are going to see things for what they are, acknowledge them, and authentically embrace them. And once we hold this intention to completely release ourselves from these blockages that aren't serving us, we will experience some incredible results. You will start to experience what it feels like to be completely free and accepting of your own being, your whole personality, your body, your mind, your energy, everything. You'll start to accept it exactly for what it is and be so loving towards it and free to express it. And that is what we want to do, is we want to become those that are ready to express, and not necessarily as a leader or on a platform, but just express ourselves, whether it's with our close ones, our kids, our parents, our siblings, our best friends, to be able to express ourselves and impact those that our soul circle that we have, and make an impact, even if it's just to one person or to 10,000 or a million people. We want to be in a position where we're making a difference. You will most certainly be awakening your intuition. So that is one result of releasing. You will feel so much lighter and free, and you'll have a jump in your step, and you'll just be in awe of all the things that you were holding and wonder why you didn't do it sooner. You will also be way more open-minded to curiosity and creativity, and less stuck in the mind and the thought patterns, and more in the body, in your spirituality, your sensuality, your creativity, and just this beingness, rather than stuck in the past or the future with all of our stored tendencies, and really embracing this space of I am here right now, and this body and this beautiful nature around me is just embracing me. And you can feel that embrace and explore that embrace. Thank you so much for listening, and see you soon. Namaste.